Hey guys, welcome back to BackPocketGameReviews, and today we're going to talk about Logan Paul. So, I'm not really a drama YouTuber, that's not really my category or thing, but I do want to acknowledge what happened and what really went down with YouTube recently with him, and how I feel about it and what I think of the whole situation. So for those of you who don't know, Logan Paul went into the suicide forest in Japan and filmed and found a dead body and then showed said dead body in a YouTube video. That YouTube video wound up being promoted and on the trending tab. Way to go, YouTube. My videos get demonetized all the time. But apparently I should just show dead body. Now, on one side of that argument, that video was apparently demonetized. At least so says Logan Paul. I have YouTube Red, so I really wouldn't know if that video was demonetized or not. I wouldn't see that. I see no ads on YouTube. So, if it was demonetized, that's slightly less disturbing, I guess. Now, I'll say this. He has a very young audience, like a very young audience. Like if you look at his statistics and you see the people that show up at his shows, his audience is very impressionable to say the least. My audience is actually mostly between the ages of like 16 all the way up to 35. Yeah, I know, right? Shocks me too. So, he said that he has great people around him. He gave this very half-hearted apology. And I want to point out that he's done stuff similar to this before. He actually did a video, well, it wasn't a video, it was a stunt, where he made it look like he had gotten shot with a shotgun to the back of the head in front of a group of his fans, standing in a window, waving at them. So, obviously, he doesn't make the best decisions. And you probably could have guessed that because he's a dude bro. And, well, no one really likes dude bros. Except for, evidently, kids. Kids apparently really like him. I've never been a fan of either one of the Pauls. I don't think their content is very enjoyable to watch. I get it. It can be very hard to make a vlog every day. I mean, it's hard for me to upload Monday through Friday on a regular basis, but I also work a full-time job on top of YouTube. I don't feel... Because he said, oh, we didn't expect to find this body. You went into a place called the Suicide Forest, and then you wandered off the path. And then when he speaks to an officer once he gets back, and they tell him that he's not allowed to go off the path, and he goes, oh, it's too late for that. There's signs up that actually say not to go off the path. But it's fine. I don't know if they were translated into English or not. Just heard that there are signs there that tell you not to do that. I don't really know if that's like some huge tourist destination. I don't know if people really go to like the Suicide Forest as a part of their vacation to Japan. I probably wouldn't. Probably wouldn't be one of my first choices. But he also kind of talks about in one of his earlier vlogs too while he's there about how the Japanese culture is all about respect, and yet the entire time he was there, all he did was disrespect them and their culture, and essentially run around in the streets terrorizing people. I don't mean like to the point where he was acting obnoxious, where everyone found it kind of funny and everyone was in on it. He was acting obnoxious to the point of where people didn't want to be around him. There were people that tried to get him to stop filming them, and you can see that in his video, actually. He still put it up anyways. So, that's the thing, is there's a respectful way you need to handle a lot of things. Suicide isn't a joke. Suicide isn't something that you can really laugh about. And I understand where some people, when faced with a really bad trauma, might resort to laughing or making jokes. Trust me, I've been there to where I don't know what to say, so you got to try to lighten the mood with some humor. However, there were people in his team that blatantly told him, "Hey, let's not take the cameras." You can actually see those on his video. And yeah, no, he's like, "Come on, take the cameras, bro. Every day, bro. I'm out here every day, bro." Like the D-bag that he is. It bothers me more that he says he has good people around him, because evidently someone tried to tell him not to record that. He just doesn't listen because he doesn't care. This is just such a hard topic to talk about. So obviously everyone's talked about the suicide aspect of this and how they feel about it. And yeah, I appreciate all the other YouTubers who have sat there and directed people towards suicide prevention and donating towards those causes in light of this incident. Look, everyone's had some form of depression or some form of feeling like they may have suicidal thoughts. Not everyone acts on those, and unfortunately, these individuals had to see their loved one paraded around on the internet as a dead corpse. I don't know if they've seen it. Obviously, the people that loved him at some point have probably heard about it, because I've heard there's a lot going on with that. But the bigger issue here now is, well, not the bigger issue, actually, that's still the biggest issue, is the fact that he did what he did. But YouTube has responded and saying they acted accordingly, and transparency is one of the greatest things you can give to a community. It's something I try to give to you guys as much as I possibly can at all times. I mean, you guys typically know everything that's going on in my life. But YouTube isn't always the most transparent. So they didn't really state what they had done in regards to acting accordingly, as they worded it. I would assume he probably got a community guideline strike. Enough of those and you're gone permanently off of YouTube. He's no longer now in the preferred ads tier, which means he won't get like the big dollar ads. He'll get like my ads, like a Klondike bar ad. I don't get the high dollar ads. So, and they took away his YouTube Red series. I want to go ahead and state those are the things they also did to PewDiePie. PewDiePie also did a video reacting to the Logan Paul thing, which originally kind of bothered me because I was like, man, Poods, you're kind of the whole reason why the whole YouTube adpocalypse started. This is like the pot calling kettle black. And he eventually addresses in his video, like, I've made a lot of mistakes on YouTube as well. Yes, you have, PewDiePie. But I would go ahead and tell you what Logan Paul did dwarfs tenfold what PewDiePie did. And maybe he went out in mind doing that. Like, y'all think what PewDiePie did was bad. Wait till you see what I do every day, bro. Don't know. Don't really know how his thoughts were on that. But I think it's really hard because a lot of people want Logan Paul removed from YouTube. I don't think that's really a route they can easily take. You have so many creators on YouTube, and it was a lapse of judgment, at least, I guess, to some degree. Though I don't think he necessarily has, like, a moral code of ethics. This is kind of hard to explain. Some people ask or don't understand they did something wrong until after everyone blows up. You may remember that with a certain incident here on my channel. We talked about it at one time. Yeah, some people are incapable of understanding what they did wrong. And again, that may fall more onto him than anyone else. I don't think the people around him should be responsible for his actions. He is an adult. He should be able to make his own judgment calls. Unfortunately, those judgment calls that he chose to make were very, very poorly thought out. And you got to think of it this way, too, is like a YouTuber, his level, obviously he has a lot of people around him, and people clearly didn't want him to do it. He just didn't listen. Most YouTubers don't have that. Like, if you look at PewDiePie, it's just PewDiePie. His word that he said on stream, we're going to exclude that from this situation. But his other jokes that were kind of taken and cut out of context, that wasn't really something he could have prevented or done anything about. I mean, people who had watched those videos understood that it was taken out of context, but the world as a whole did not. Just like how Logan Paul's audience really liked that video. Like, that video was really well accepted amongst his audience, which should be the part that shocks you even more. Sorry, my dog is snoring in the background. I put her to sleep talking about Logan Paul. But, you know, it's one of those things he shouldn't have done. I don't think he should be removed from the platform. I don't think YouTube should have any kind of communication as in like, hey, look, this is a content creator that we really want to push. And that's the thing is, YouTube, if they want to push a content creator like that, if they want to bring someone into their YouTube Red original series and stuff like that, I feel they really need to be more hands-on with those individuals. I mean, you're essentially using them as a brand ambassador at that point. That's how you have to think of that. If you give someone a YouTube Red series, a YouTube Red original, you can't guarantee that they're going to make all of their own choices correctly. You need to have, to some degree, some hands-on or interaction with them just to see what's going on. I'm not saying you need to monitor all their content. I'm not even saying that you need to keep them in check or anything like that. Just like you'd have one person, give them a call like once a week, like, hey, so what kind of videos you planning on doing? And the second he would have said Suicide Forest, you could have just been like, no, we know you. No bros allowed in that forest. I'm just saying there are a lot of things that could have possibly prevented that video from going live. I'm going to go ahead and assume, seeing as that dead body was in the tag, probably in the tag, but it was in the title, it was probably in the tags, you would think there would have been like some warning sign. And I get videos demonetized over gaming videos that don't even involve violent games. And this guy's just over here uploading a dead body. Again, as I said, though, it wasn't monetized, supposedly. So there's so many uncertainties about this situation. It's something that's never happened before. So it kind of comes down to people are appalled. His subscriber count hasn't really moved much from it. The people who are appalled are people who don't really watch him, which is, I guess, startling that many people who watch him wanted to see that. I didn't think I'd ever see a dead body on YouTube. I just never thought that would happen. I don't agree with the content creators that are actually putting the footage in their videos talking about this, like putting the footage of it in their video, because you're still then showing it and doing what he did. It's like the same concept, by the way, just as a heads up. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. As you all know, I like to discuss things and hear your opinions, because mine is not necessarily the most important one. So this is just my opinion and kind of where I'm at thinking wise on this. I think YouTube made the right steps in breaking ties with him. I think they should have done it sooner. And I think they should have known that there should have been warning signs there, like, hey, this probably isn't someone we want as a brand ambassador for our community. YouTube is built on its content creators. So your personality is what's representing them, and I personally don't like Logan Paul's personality. So I'm not shocked he did it. I could have probably seen coming. I figured he would have made dumber decisions. He's kind of like one of the people in the FaZe house. If the FaZe house people went all dude bro. Even more so. Guys, let me know what you think, as I said, down in the comments down below. If you're new here, you can click that subscribe button. Again, I don't do drama videos very often. It's not really my thing. So just kind of want to see what you guys think about the whole situation. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop a thumbs up. And I'll see you soon, guys, with plenty more content coming for you.